I don't know nothing. You said 40?
Sometimes they give it for the 40.
That's no good.
That's nectamony.
Nectamony. Oh, let's get this show on the road, man. You got to pay for the premium to have that shit.
You get my name.
Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2. You heard the man. No offense, ladies out there. We love y'all too. Y'all hear it. Hey man, New York City got some of the best talent in the subways, man. I must say.
You know, I've never been
to New York City. And honestly, if I lived in New York, I think I might avoid the subways. Them shits look nasty.
Real grand.
I be seeing a lot of videos of rats climbing on niggas while they sleeping. This type of music put me in deep thought though, B. You gotta light a joint to this.
Sound like Jay-Z.
Yeah, I know, right?
Joint to this.
Speaking of, I got some questions, man. You think it's weird when you see teenagers and they high? When you see teenagers and they be high?
Oh no, not at all.
You don't think that'd be weird?
That's just them.
I think they be looking weird.
Keep your little ass tucked off some damn.
They be looking weird because they don't do Visine. We used to do Visine.
No, they don't do none of that shit. They don't care.
They just look high and slow.
They like rub it on themselves and shit. They want to smell it. Still doing it. That's what that is.
Hey, you ever think about this? I thought about this, man. Why is congregations in church mostly women and gay men?
I ain't been to church.
God damn it, this is a man's world.
But if that's the way they going, that's probably
What
why
is
I
that?
don't go. Man, but you know what I really think about church?
What is that? R.I.P. Cedric Benson.
Oh right. That's why I'm fucking
Shout him out.
motorcycles, man. You gotta be careful. I do too.
Shout out Cedric. I don't know why I just like this, man.
That's fucked up too.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I seen him. He was one of my favorites, man, coming out of Texas.
Where you leave
Sad
off
story.
Cincinnati?
Cedric was I don't remember. I think
His last NFL team.
he was bouncing around, but I think he spent most of his time with the Bengals though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he was with the Bengals for a while.
Cincinnati Bangs.
And then he was with the Bears. I remember he was with the Bears. All right, man. We back. Wayne is missing.
Wayne.
Got the comedian extraordinaire who never was. B Hill in the building.
Let that be the reason.
Representing that rib cage
Let that be the reason.
where the sauce is boss, but the meat got that shit beat.
Run it to me. Right.
Pause.
Oh God and them.
Welcome back to the J Bat Show, man. I don't know what show it is, what episode it is. That shit doesn't matter. But glad y'all tuning in. All three of y'all. Much appreciated.
Oh God. That now.
Yeah. On God, Neil. Clap it up for all 5 of y'all listening right now.
Y'all the
We
real
greatly
MVP.
appreciate everything that y'all do
Y'all
to
real
support
MVP.
the show. You know. Oh, and clap it up to everybody out there who got fooled with the Instagram hoax. You seen everybody copy and pasting that message on their Instagram page today? Talking about the terms of the agreement are going to change tomorrow. So if you don't copy and paste this message and let Instagram know that you don't give them permission to use your likeness or any of your photos or information for profit without your consent, post this now or forever hold your peace in pictures.
So wait a minute. So like if I didn't repost it, they just go steal all my shit and for their own personal use.
Fam, nigga, I woke up to this shit today, man. And I was really confused, fam. I was really confused.
They already doing that. So I mean, what's the big point?
Fam. So So I'm scrolling, right? And it you know how it is when you see, and I don't follow a lot of people. So you know how it is when you see similar posts, one after another, after another, after another. I did about 6, 7, 8 thumb scrolls down, and I'm seeing the same message. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? So I stop and read it because one of the people that posted it, that's it
Got
right
it
there.
right here. The fuck?
One of the people that posted it, B, was Tip, T.I., my nigga. And I'm like, wait a second. If Tip posted it, let me read it. Tip usually a reliable source, or he appears to be. So I'm reading the message on Tip page, and I'm like, wait a second. Wait 1 fucking second here. This don't seem like no legal shit that could hold up anywhere.
Right. What's
So,
me reposting it gonna like?
Fam.
Is that your signature or something?
Man, I'm reading this shit. Niggas is reposting this shit like, I do not give Instagram permission, and they adding Instagram's page and shit in the message as if this is really going to do something. So I'm like, man, who started this shit, and why the fuck? It just made me think how gullible niggas is, man.
So as I'm reading this right here, so pretty much this is like
read the bullshit. Read some of it at least.
This is kind of like your electronic signature. So they do not. So I guess if you put it on your page, it's proof that you got consent to them sharing your information. But
that's what they want you to
do.
do.
You really have that on Instagram? Like your social's not on it.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's just your pictures.
It's not just social. No, they have access to all your information that, like, in your bio. Yeah. Any website links, your personal information, name, phone number, email. You kind of put that shit in. All your photos, because you got to get access to your photo library.
Right.
But what the thing is, you have to give consent in order to fucking use the app.
Right.
So if you're using the app, you've already given consent.
You did. Your
and these idiots,
everything. You let them take your location. You add your area, got all your contacts.
It asks you for all types of permission. Mm-hmm. Is it okay? And the niggas be like, yep.
Just so I can get
Can we use your microphone to hear everything that's going on while you're here? Yep. It's all theirs, man. They could do whatever the fuck they want with it.
Any time. And think about it. Like, what do you really have on there that, I mean, you got a cell phone, period. And people talk about them cell phones being, the chips in them and stuff like that. They're being tracked by the government. It's like they can hear your calls recorded. Like that, so it's like, man, your privacy ain't really private no more. Period.
Nah.
Because once of all, you gave your stuff, like you said, you put all these permissions through, and now you're talking about you don't give consent for people to share. But here you put it on a worldwide network. Like a hacker can take it from you too, though.
I'm just kind of disappointed in niggas, man. Honestly, I'm disappointed, B. You know why I'm disappointed?
Why's that?
Because I thought about something. I'm like, man, all it takes is for a reliable person to post something on social media, and if anybody that follow them hold them in high regard or esteem, and speaking, we're going to get to the Jay-Z subject people as well, because this is reminding me of this whole thing. But as long as people hold someone in high esteem and regard, they're going to really take their word for it. So all it took was a couple of celebrities to post this on their page, and niggas like, oh shit, that must be law. That's law.
Right. And really, because if celebrity doesn't say it, then it's not the truth. You know what I mean? People be killing. They give celebrities way too much credit.
So I'm like, man, this nigga. I wonder what T.I. was going back and forth with some. He was like defending this shit on his page. Like T.I., he like a social activist now and shit.
And so did he say anything about Jay-Z?
Oh no, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I still want to talk about T.I. on this shit because that's my nigga. I was just T.I. intellectual ass, man. Yo, big college word using, articulate, southern drawl.
Expeditiously.
I'm gonna need you to research expeditiously before you repost this shit online, fam. I'm gonna need Tip.
T.I. is like, man.
I'm gonna need him to issue an apology for leading niggas astray. You know he would say astray too. Right. So look, this Tip's apology. Tip gonna come out here tomorrow. He gonna have a post. It's gonna say, Tip gonna say, to all of my followers, I must say that I was led astray. I was bamboozled and hoodwinked, and I must send my deepest condolences and sincere apologies to those who I may have affected in a negative way. I must say also that the legalese that was used in the meme had my mind configured in a way where there must be some sort of truth underneath these lines that I'm reading in, and for them to articulate such language in a way, I had to assume and therefore take part in the act of exercising my rights as a participant in this here social platform we call Instagram.
So T.I., you just saying that you were wrong?
Yes.
So why did you just say that, nigga?
I just did. You
It's
need
my
to.
most uncertainties of it.
You listen too slow.
Right, he be doing the most, man. But I'm just reading on his page right now. He posted that and put his little, for the record, I do not authorize Instagram to use, publish, share, or exploit any of my information,
You see?
pictures, videos, or messages for any reason outside of my authorization.
And I'm going to need you to ask for my permission expeditiously.
Expeditiously. See, you owe
Shout
the
out to
world
Tip,
a
man.
apology.
Shout out to Tip. Hey, look, B. We about to go into a segment that I have just come up with today. It's called Today and Tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So today, and this is a weird shit. I don't know where this shit started or why it started, but we give like a national day to everything. The first time I found out that it was a day, it was a celebration dedicated to some type of shit every day of the month. I mean, yeah, every day of the year in the country. I didn't know that shit until like I was an adult working at some place, and it was like, oh, it's National Donut Day.
Right, everything's a national holiday.
Fuck you mean
What
National
the
Donut
world?
Day? So every day they would draw on the whiteboard what national day it was. It's white people shit, right?
It's super white people.
I love y'all white people. Y'all so creative.
Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesday, Burger Mondays. Like, god damn.
All right, so today is all right. So I'm gonna run down these the national days that's today, right?
Mhm.
And I want you to tell me which one we're gonna go through and say which one we would celebrate out of all of these. All right, all right. Number one is Brazilian Blowout Day. I think I'm gonna go with that one already.
Number one is who?
Brazilian Blowout Day. It's also National Senior Citizens Day. I don't like that. National Spumoni Day. That's some type of dessert. I don't know. It looks weird. And I can't read. Congressional Startup Day.
They doing all this to prevent us from celebrating Black History too. There's a month. We gonna get a month. We got a donut day, dude.
Hey, you know what? How come we don't have a day dedicated to each person in Black history? Maybe they try to do that. Maybe it's a Black History calendar somewhere.
Maybe Jay-Z can get it started.
Maybe.
No, but the whole thing
Maybe.
is
That nigga could get everything else done, man. Why not?
Well, you
man?
know what pisses me off about all this national shit? It's like black people, we go so hard for anything that white people put out there to celebrate, or any other race. We go to Mexican festivals, Puerto Rican festivals. We do St. Patty's Day, but on Black History Month, all we do is go to the club on Martin Luther King Day. Ain't nobody throwing parades for them for Black History. Ain't nobody doing nothing like that, kicking it. And you damn sure ain't gonna see a bunch of white people coming to our African American parades or parties and shit like that.
You celebrate Black History Month?
I mean, I do the much reason I can about things, you know what I mean? But I'm not an advocate for it or nothing like that. It's like, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's foolish to even have a month anyway.
I think they kind of doing away with that. My kids,
Yeah.
and they told me in school they don't really do shit for Black History Month,
They
so
don't.
it's kind of fading away. It's gonna be up to us to teach our own Black history, man.
Yeah.
Which going back to the T.I. shit, after I read his page, right? After I read his page, I was like, man, let me go and see if there's any truth to this shit. I easily pulled my mini computer out my pocket, which we all have,
Right.
and I checked the fucking terms of agreement on the fucking
Right.
Instagram. Nigga,
People ain't
Nothing's
researching nothing
changed.
no more.
So what is that? Why we don't research shit, man? Why?
Too lazy. Too lazy. Like
It's
people,
the information age, and niggas is getting dumber.
people just do not want to use their brain no more. The age of the book is gone. They got even audio books for you, so you got to read. You can just hear it now. You can do everything from your phone.
Actually, those are not bad. Audiobooks are pretty cool.
I bet for the person that don't want to read.
I mean, but do you read? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
No.
How many audiobooks have you listened to, my nigga?
Only one. That was the 48 Laws of Power.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna need you not to criticize or scrutinize or therefore antagonize those who
I'm not a
listen.
participant. I just say,
I'm gonna
look,
call Tip up here to fucking give you a verbal lashing, nigga.
I'm saying I'm a participant in too, but I mean it's terrible. Like even from the Uber Eats shit, that ain't cool neither. It's like it keeps you just in the house, lazy and not active. But that's how they want us. Like,
I listened to one book, on audio, and that bitch was 7 hours. I listened to all that shit. I'm a nerd sometimes, man. And niggas don't really understand. I'm actually really nerdy. But which fucking national day would you celebrate? Let's get this bullshit out the way. I'm gonna go with
Burger Day.
No, out of these days, I'm gonna go with Brazilian Blowout Day.
Now what is that exactly?
Let me see here. Brazilian Blowout Day. Oh fuck.
You like blow the
day provides an opportunity to
Brazilian.
put your best self forward, starting with your beautiful locks. Oh man,
Come on, man.
hairdos, man. I thought it was fucking.
I thought she would get some blowjobs.
Yeah, I thought it was some favors about to be happening on Blowout Day.
Brazilian wax.
This day sucks, nigga. I'm gonna go with Congressional Startup Day then.
I
Sound more interested in this bullshit. Fuck, man.
Like,
Hey, shout out to Stipe. Stipe brought that UFC heavyweight title back to the land.
Big fella? Yeah, I seen Big fella.
Yeah, big. Hey, I was happy,
Shouts
man.
out to you, Big fella.
I was happy,
True
man.
warrior right there, man.
Yeah, that Cleveland is actually one of the biggest sports towns right now, man. As far as national hype go and just storylines go, we got Stipe, we got the Browns, Baker, Odell, Indians out here trying to make a run for it.
Right, they what leading in the division right now?
I don't know. I ain't really
they
keeping
well
up.
on there.
I just heard they doing well.
Right.
So nigga, Cleveland on the map. Don't get caught slipping around this motherfucker, boy. Shit, don't get rolled over, man.
Speaking of that, we gonna send the prayers out to T Grizzly.
What happened?
His manager, his car got shot up in Detroit. His auntie was his manager. She ended up passing away, but his condition is unknown right now. This just happened a little earlier.
Damn.
So we gonna send some prayers to that.
Damn, boy. Some of these niggas be really be out
Still
here,
in
man,
these
in the
streets,
trenches, man. That shit is not no good.
I mean, listen to the music you make. I mean, you out there knowing you still got enemies and you shit them in your music and still got the nerve to ring around the town. I mean, you got jealousy out there everywhere. I mean, you got to be smarter. You got to move better than that,
Kind of sound like Nip situation.
Yeah, you got to move a lot better than that, man. People you can't go back home sometimes.
I mean, not to touch on the old story, but it's like, but I mean, how you feel, man? Do you really think that people need to go ahead and get up out, like move up out their city when they make it big, get money, get millions?
Absolutely. Because everybody going to be wanting something from you. And if you don't give it to them and you give it to somebody else, that's what more envy kick in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you ain't sharing back, like we all supposed to be in the club. We all supposed to have on jewelry. We all supposed to. No, we ain't all supposed to. Like we all ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you all I can. But niggas ain't going to understand that shit, man. Especially then you going to mess with all the girls now. You might mess with his girl now or something like that. They don't take all that consideration into consideration, man. Like, you got to go. You got to leave. Especially if you one of them trap motherfuckers like that was really, you hurt people, you shot motherfuckers before. They definitely going to want to take it from you. So you got to go. It's my opinion. You got to. You come back and visit. But you got to stay gone.
Did you read? Of course you didn't. You just told me you fucking don't read. Might have to pick up that Jay Prince book he had. That sound like, because that nigga's story sound crazy. Right, I don't know too much about him. I just know that all the rappers shot the nigga out like he's some type of mob boss.
Right, yeah, he big
so,
time.
So, hey, man, I don't really,
definitely big time,
you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know nothing about that. I did see an interview when he was on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how he thought the feds was trying to kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's his partner, Hoover?
I don't know.
He used to run Bill Hoover and them back in there, so, like, they still got him locked up and shit. Like, they trying to get him out right now and shit. But they say he was a real motherfucker, so, but they got it on audio?
I'm pretty sure they do, man. What if Jay Prince narrating that motherfucker?
Right. gonna be the slowest book ever.
Right, creepy ass listen, man.
He gonna be like, yeah.
Listen that on your way to sleep, man.
The story starts off like come on, man, speak this shit.
Nigga, I haven't got through a quarter of a chapter, nigga.
I follow him on Instagram. He don't really post much, but threats. Oh God, let a rapper chain come up missing. He sending threats.
He do be facilitating give backs.
Right, he's straight. I mean, he literally sending threats over the internet, and people be tripping. Like, you must got like real power. You can verbally threaten or hurt somebody, and nothing happens to you, and shit reacts. Like they were selling Rapper Lot.
He give like hand signals and shit.
Right, they were selling Rapper Lot e-pills, and he got a hold of that in Houston. Somebody was selling. They said his stamp was on e-pills and shit. He shut that down so fast. You can see on his Facebook page, his Instagram page, he shut that down so fast, man. It's like, who was this guy for real though? And I follow his son too. His son is a real party cat. But they talk about mob ties all the time.
Yeah.
All that shit.
All right, man. So we gonna get off the criminal shit, man. We don't have nothing to do with that lifestyle. We don't endorse
one more
it.
Criminal to talk about though.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of criminals, man. We could talk about Epstein, man. This nigga, nasty ass, man. Now that's some deep, dark criminal shit right there.
Everybody.
Now that's deep. See,
motherfuckers are nasty.
I like that story came out because I'm one of them people that believes and thinks that the shit that people don't want to really look into or give any credence to is the shit that is actually going on. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody wants to think that it's a worldwide pedophile sex drug ring operation going on. That is fucking human trafficking, and motherfuckers is really getting kidnapped. All these missing kids that go kidnap in the country. They just wind up. They're not finding them dead. Right. They somewhere. Oh, they ain't getting abducted by aliens, my nigga.
When you got that type of money, you can get people missing in no time.
That movie Taken. Mm-hmm. Where they get that storyline from?
Right.
They just made it up.
I swear to God, people be thinking it's all just in the movie and shit. Like, you got this actually happened.
Fam.
They just put it in front of you, make you like, so you should not think that it's real. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why
it's all real.
That's why I'm glad that story came out, man. This man has a island.
Right.
He got his tie. Talking about mob ties. He got ties with who knows who.
Right.
I mean, you rubbing shoulders and elbows with kings, queens, and presidents all around the world.
Who go lock you up?
You know what I'm saying? You got video incriminating evidence of all type of people. They say the biggest power you got is that blackmail shit.
Yeah, big time.
Who you must got something on somebody.
They got him quick. They killed his ass quick, didn't they?
What?
He ain't even survive. He ain't even get another hearing yet, and he already dead.
I just read a story, and they was talking about how this 12-year-old girl was like his personal sex slave that he would fly in. Like her mother would send her. Like he was paying, like he was paying her mom for her. Bands. Yeah, man. So she telling all these shit. She got all these experiences, man. But look, that shit happens, man. Yeah. That's all I want to say, man.
And that fucking
keep your eyes open.
That's you talking. You are big ass pervert. We talking about R. Kelly with this shit. This is like beyond R. Kelly shit. It's like these rich people are weird as fuck. Like weird as a motherfucker. Where like you got so much money, normal shit don't excite you no more. So you got to do other shit like just to. Cause you weird as fuck, man. That's one thing that scares me about money.
Just fucking weird.
Being around a bunch of more weirdos that's go like to, and the majority of the time, if you not participating in their type of charities, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, whatever and shit like that, they go blackball you, so you can't make no more money. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't be around the society and secrets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be nowhere near that shit because it's just way too much nasty, weird shit for me to be going on.
Yeah, man. The mansion parties that Cat Williams was talking about.
I bet you don't even blow this out, though.
What?
Once they get rid of this, they're going to be Epstein, all of a sudden it's going to be off the board. Next you know, the rest of these weirdos, they can investigate everybody over $100 million.
On another note, which is kind of related because it's crazy. I was watching this show. I don't know what shows you watching. You watching any shows? You be too busy.
No, me. I get my show. I'm just a late night shower. You know what I mean?
What you watching right now?
Right now, I'm through Yellowstone. Finished Billions.
Never heard of it.
Oh man, it's a beautiful show. Billions. I just finished that up. I got Snowfall. I love that. Shout out. Queen of the South. Animal Kingdom.
How you watching all these shows?
When I close, I'll be so wired when I get off of work, man.
I know that it's so hard to go to sleep, ain't it? That shit sucks, man.
I get here about 3:30 in the morning and shit. I'll be like Netflix or Mick and Ficken's Fire Stick, man. Be up to about 8, 9 in the morning.
So look, I started this show on Netflix called or one of them limited documentary series.
I love
The Family.
documentaries. The Family.
The Family. Nigga,
I
check
scrolled
this
past that.
out. See, I like to watch shit that's kind of informational, maybe
Yeah.
based in some type of truth, so I can learn me something and be entertained at the same time.
Right.
The Family is wild.
It's just it's a document?
It's a limited docu-series, basically, where it's like they telling a story. It's a little bit of some reenactments in there, but they giving you a story. And this is about...
Oh, the bushes and shit, right?
No, not necessarily. No. The Family is about a secret or a hush-hush group of Christians, or they appear to be Christians, in D.C. They call themselves the Family. And they have all this political influence around the world. And it's led by this dude named Doug. I can't remember his last name. But it talks about how these motherfuckers have basically a mission to unite world leaders and people in power around the world along the lines of their common belief in Jesus. And they feel like no matter how evil a person may be, or whatever wrongdoing he did, whether it be child molestation, whether it be Jeffrey Epstein type shit, or Bill Cosby, maybe you shot up a church in North Carolina, whatever it is, if you believe in Jesus, we can find some common ground to potentially work together if you're a person of power. Mm-hmm. So this shit is like some deep, dark, I don't want to say dark.
Illuminati.
I don't want to say dark because that's kind of, I don't want to lead anybody that want to watch it and give you no preconceived notions. But it's a real interesting story about how power can be attained in high places just out of nowhere, just uniting people on a belief.
Yeah.
And the belief doesn't necessarily have to be believed by everybody involved, but you just have to appear to be down with this cause and be like, oh, Jesus. Oh, you got to, you like Jesus, right? Jesus is love, right? You like Jesus? Oh, all right. I like Jesus too. Wink, wink, nigga. You like Jesus? Yeah, wink, wink.
Cool. That
All
is
right.
cool.
Well, you part of the family. So you ever
So
think
they wiggled their way through all this
Yes.
power just from spitting Jesus to people.
here is a prime example. And when I watched this part in the doc, I was like, oh shit. I thought about this shit, but I just thought it was normal. I never thought twice. The National Prayer Breakfast that's held in Washington, D.C. every fucking year.
Still.
Have you ever heard? You heard about it, right?
Never heard of that.
You never heard of the National Prayer Breakfast?
Never heard of that.
Every year when the new president is in office, they have the goddamn National Prayer Breakfast and they film it. And it's a big thing.
Really?
The National Prayer Breakfast hosts motherfuckers from all around the world. It's just not people in America. It's not a president, Congress type of thing. It was actually originated by the motherfucking secret society called the Family.
I got to know who these people is and how the hell they got started. 'Cause this
It's
is really
wild.
interesting right
You
there.
gotta watch that shit.
All that secret society stuff is real though, man.
It's funny to me because, and here's the angle I went with it, because I'm like, because from the Christian shit, it's like, damn, Jesus, them niggas had their own Bible, and on the front is just Jesus. It's nothing else.
They wrote their Bible.
Nothing. They took everything else out the Bible, but everything that talks about Jesus. So it's like the Gospels, and then another book: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and then something else, and that's it. And that's what they use as like they document they fucking shit, wherever it's called.
That's some real clever shit.
So look, here's some information for all the listeners out there. I'm gonna let you know how nerdy I am. Y'all probably never knew that Thomas Jefferson wrote his own Bible.
Never.
Thomas Jefferson has what's called the Jefferson Bible. Yes. He wrote his own Bible based on Jesus himself, but he took all the miracle shit out. He was like, he said it pretty much, this is preposterous. It's,
This man ain't did
I'm
that.
way too intellectual to believe in all this miracle shit.
Right.
Let me just deal with the basic message of what Jesus was talking about. And I was like, holy fuck, B. In my mind, my wheels is turning because as I'm watching the family, I knew about this Thomas Jefferson Bible from about 5-6 years ago when I was really studying religion and shit. So I was like, what the fuck? Wait a second. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Jefferson Bible that took out all the Jesus miracles and shit way back in I think it was like 50 or 1805, I believe. Right? Then here come this family talking about all we want to do is build our beliefs based on just Jesus works I think they came around in the early 1900s. Another fact, tie this shit in together. Do you know these motherfuckers gave out copies of the Thomas Jefferson Bible to incoming congressmen from motherfucking, I think it said from 1904 to 1950.
No. Wow.
Exactly.
Because that the Bible is just for, I guess, for regular citizens to keep motherfuckers in check.
Thank you, B.
Because that shit's like, that's a thought for myself right here. Who make Bibles? Do the church make the Bibles?
Nope.
Like,
Public
who print
publishing
Bibles?
companies print Bibles and make Bibles. And they make new ones every year. They have
All
new
the time.
revisions every year. So every year you get a new Bible, a new holy such and saint version of Bible. The message is getting more and more convoluted every revision and
Miss
edition
me
you
with
get.
that bullshit.
So it's like the fact that that Thomas Jefferson back then was like, and he was a Mason.
Mm-hmm.
The light, they got the truth. They understand the hidden shit that's in the message. Like, cut off all this. Don't distract me with the miracles.
Right.
What's the true message? And then the fact that I'm watching this documentary and then they talking about just the message. I'm like, and then basically, just to wrap this up, you can make it what you want.
Pretty much.
You literally make Jesus what you want. You could make overall religion is weaponized. It's a weapon of mass destruction.
It really is. Religion, it's like lottery players, man. Like, it's like the belief you gotta have. Like, and they'll get you tricked to believing that if you keep doing this, you're gonna get this, that, and the other. It's like playing lottery. If you keep playing, one day you're gonna hit. It's
One
like,
day.
Come on, man.
One day. So y'all gotta. I encourage everybody to check that out again, man.
Watch that.
You gotta learn something from somewhere. I know we too lazy to do some research, so watch it. Watch some of these films, man. You learn you some shit. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I like Dear White People too. Dear White People.
Surely be watching that.
That's real good. You should watch that.
Surely, I think I caught 2 episodes. Isn't that an old show?
It's old, but they got new. They got. I think it's like probably about a couple of years back, but they got 3 seasons, I believe now, and it was good. Really, really good.
I'm gonna check it out. All right.
The family.
Let's get to it, man. What's your thoughts on? Should I play this snippet first?
Let them hear a little bit, huh?
I don't want to beat a dead horse, y'all. We got to comment on Jay-Z's deal with the NFL, man. We missed last week. I was away on a family vacay. We had a good time. We was out at the Poconos.
That's dope.
A little water park out there. And I was very aware and I was being very cautious of cryptosporidium. I ain't forgot about that shit, man. It's the disease that motherfucker. It's the disease. Yeah, it's the disease that you get from public pools. And it's mainly can be distributed by way of nasty diaper babies with diarrhea and been vomiting in the past 2 weeks. If they get in the water and they done been shitting and throwing up in the past 2 weeks, cryptosporidium is possible to spread.
And what that do to you?
It can kill you.
Ooh, baby boo boo.
Yeah,
Can kill you.
diarrhea can kill you.
Shit kills.
Diarrhea.
I ain't got no kids. I ain't even forced to be at pools like that.
So I didn't fuck with the wave pool. Kids like, come get, you gonna get in the wave pool? I'm not fucking with that wave pool. You see that toddler right there?
Said I ain't about to ride that wave.
I'm not fucking with that. So we got a comment on the Jay-Z situation.
We're looking at it now.
Listen, man. I was gonna come in with some strong thoughts because I got strong thoughts and opinions on Jay-Z.
Like, I mean, the dude is a hell of a guy, though, man.
No, I fuck with Jay-Z on the music. I fuck with Jay-Z. I fuck with Jay-Z on all the business shit.
Mm-hmm.
Salute, kudos to Jay-Z and the business deals. Like I was telling you before we even started, my issue with the whole conversation around Jay-Z and the NFL is not really Jay-Z. It really don't have anything to do with Jay-Z or the NFL. I'm be concerned about how everybody perceives the deal itself and how everybody just is thinking, or maybe I don't like the idea that this deal is going to promote or actually change anything at all. I think that's kind of silly and asinine to think that Jay-Z partnering with the NFL is going to have anything to do with social change or social injustice change.
Right.
It's crazy to me. Like, do you see, if you see anything differently, like, tell me how anyone could think that's possible.
Right, for him just doing, what is he like?
Because the NFL is an
orchestrating the
entertainment.
Super Bowl and entertainment. Like, how is that giving us justice?
I mean, his wife did, she had the ladies in formation. That was a pretty good stance. They had the black fist. They had the fist up and everything. That was pretty.
He's definitely pro-black. I definitely give him that.
What else can you do?
Right.
What else can you do, man?
Put more black people on the stage to perform.
That's the part I'm like, because when you was listening to the clip and Jay-Z was talking about, all right, we get the issue why Colin was kneeling. We understand why he was kneeling. We get that, and we still with that. But he like, we're past kneeling.
Right.
Now it's time to get to what he said, actionable items.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what he meant. I kind of know. I don't want to play stupid. I know what he meant.
Right.
But what actionable things are you going to be able to accomplish while partnering with the NFL?
Well, that's the whole thing. Like I know, like I said, it's kind of premature to be giving so much thought to this because we don't even know his plans yet.
No,
we didn't even hear him out. As what he plan to do, what he intend to do, like what type of platform he's actually going to hold.
I'm pretty sure he got good intentions.
Oh yeah, like, you just doing music? You just get more artists around the NFL or something like that? What you gonna give us breaks at tickets? Probably go cut the hot dog price down. What you gonna do, Jay-Z?
But that ain't got nothing to do with social injustice.
Like, you gonna bring chicken to the stadium now? Deep fried chicken or something? I'm not sure.
Maybe you might have them Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Oh, that'll work.
That's some justice. Niggas would be like, man, what?
We don't care nothing about this Neil Stan who gives a damn. Give me 2 pieces of the biscuit. Give me the 2 pieces of the motherfucking
Y'all
biscuit.
bet not run out either.
Don't run out of biscuits. They give you some motherfucking jelly and hot sauce packets. Popeye don't be trying to give you none of them packets for they act like that shit is gold. The goddamn hot sauce. But no, it's really kind of like premature to understand what you want to do. I mean, it kind of seemed like a shady move because, he wants the money. It's about the money first and foremost. And the fact that he's not giving way too much into Kaepernick, which it shouldn't be about him anyway. Colin, you did what you did, and ain't nobody trying to do nothing to get you a job back more than you gonna do for yourself. So it's like it ain't his job to get Colin a job back.
But that ain't even the issue because Colin settled. Colin had a lawsuit about his job. No, he didn't settle. He did settle. So that settlement had nothing to do with why he was kneeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He settled because he had to settle because they wouldn't give this nigga a job because he was kneeling.
Right.
So the lawsuit really is separate because he's entitled to that settlement money because they blackballed him, and the settlement gives you some type of clue that his case was legit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He needs his money because he's not getting paid because he's not playing. That's his livelihood.
They hushed him real quick. We don't want you being broadcast around the world and trying to start some type of black movement thing. So, hey, get him off the screen.
So it's like Colin don't really have anything to do with Jay-Z partnering with the NFL.
That's how I feel.
What looks shady is when Jay-Z is partnering with the NFL after he told other motherfuckers not to do business with him.
He said no to the Super Bowl. You need me, I don't need you.
So it's like, really, he probably has a bigger plan, but it really would have served him well to articulate that a little bit better in whatever type of, was that a press conference or what? Was that a meeting?
It was like
it looked weird.
It was like somebody's in a room.
It almost
chilling.
It reminded me of the photo ops niggas was having in front of the elevator at the Trump building. That's what it reminded me of. Steve Harvey was out there and Kanye.
I cannot stand
it reminded me of that because like I didn't know what I was watching. Am I watching a meeting or is this a press conference?
Right.
Because they look so buddy sitting next to each other like they've been friends for a long time. Then it looked weird. The optics was weird, and then his response
eye contact
was weird. Yeah,
his response was weak. I give him that. It was really weak. You ain't really explain much. He was kind of like, you know what I mean?
I'm kind of surprised he let that happen. Being the savvy businessman that he is, it's like, bruh, that looks horrible,
bad.
And you know the climate out here, man.
You kind of like saying, fuck Cap, fuck all that shit. Okay, he kneeled. Now let's get over that shit. What we gonna do now?
And then,
let's perform at the Super Bowl now. That's not the next move.
Not to mention the fact that Cap, after he seen that, he posted like, look, I'm a salute to my brothers that's not moving past. He kind of sent a jab at that. That's not moving past kneeling. I was like, this nigga Jay talking about he was in contact with Cap.
Right, he did straight
I'm
say
like,
that.
man, that don't look good, fam. So, intentions aside, we talking about how it look.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look good. And the question that I have is like, man, I'm not really sure what type of change you can affect socially by being a member of the NFL. And the craziest thing about this is they talking about him being a minority owner.
Yeah, he's trying to get a
Fam,
NFL team.
they not gonna give your ass no team.
Yeah, he in a good talks. It's
And if
likely to
they
happen,
do give him a team, what the fuck can you do about social change as an NFL owner? Please tell me that.
I'm not sure because
We already run the league. You can't
Yeah.
do shit without black players.
right. I'm not sure what he could be able to do, but it's gonna be interesting to see. But
Are you gonna have if maybe he do something with Black History Month? Maybe how they have breast cancer awareness and they wear all pink. Maybe we'll have a month where they all wear red, black, and green.
right?
That shit, they ain't gonna let that shit
That
happen.
may not happen, but that's a good idea.
Little
Like,
Africa Day, nigga.
because too much people. I mean, the NFL now has stretched overseas now. Like they playing in Paris at times, London, whatever the hell.
They're trying to get a team over in
Yeah,
over there. Yeah.
So now we in a bigger platform. So now anything black be advertised on that type of platform, they not gonna have it. As far as that, I mean, what's the social injustice you gonna fix? Okay, they let a black guy in the NFL being a part of a little society of ownership.
I wish somebody would have asked Jay-Z, what actionable items do you have in mind 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are you gonna tackle first, Mr. Jay-Z?
Like they do the president, or like they even ask these questions to like Miss America and shit. What is your intentions? What are you playing as this?
The
person?
least consequential broad in the country on world issues, you gonna get this bitch a question. You ain't gonna lob this nigga nothing but softballs, but you asking Miss Petite Teen America.
Right. Well, how her views about social injustices.
I think that
Right.
last year around this time that the Russians and America should have a good time.
Too much there. Like pretty much what she want to say. Sometime by next year, I'll be with a rich billionaire anyway. So that's even matter.
Man,
That's always like Miss America ain't nothing but an auction for rich people to find a nice little young girl.
And Trump
right.
don't he host those?
But he made Miss America. He created.
Yeah, you're right.
He was the first one to start.
Yeah,
these teams.
they was talking about how he used to come in the dressing rooms and
whatever
and grab them on
pass
the
these
pussy.
little motherfuckers and sell them all around the city and auction them off pretty much for rich white people.
Man.
Rich white guys. Like do NFL players. They make you go to this combine, watch you see you jump, want to see you do all that type of stuff. Pick me up the best nigga possible. Like the slave trade back in the day. So show me something that you gonna do, Jay-Z, that's gonna be different.
I just wish we didn't look to Jay-Z to fix our issues.
Right. I think the NFL period is like how the NFL is gonna help black people out.
Now, do you really think that, just to take this a different angle, do you think that white folks is really able to engage in this conversation with us, man? Because honestly, I think this is like an internal issue that we should be dealing with amongst ourselves. I don't think this has shit to do. I'm talking about the angle with Jay-Z and the deal.
Right.
I don't think the reason why it's an uproar is because of the black side of our community having an issue with him appearing to do a deal with the devil, right?
Yes.
Should white folks really be engaging and giving commentary on this shit? Like, it kind of sound weird.
They go do it anyway. 'Cause, they can't keep their fucking nose out of ain't nobody's business.
Listen to what Rob Parker said. Listen to this shit.
Now you're going to the same people who did the unthinkable to Colin Kaepernick. That's the problem I have. The same people who blackballed a man from playing football, took away his livelihood because he had the nerve to stand up for something that's right. That's the problem. And it's always like they want to pay you off. Here's the money. Here's the check. Can you quiet down now so we can go ahead and keep doing what we're doing? And I think that's the part that's being lost. You're letting Roger Goodell and the NFL owners off the hook for what they did. If Colin Kaepernick couldn't play, he should have had a chance to go out on the field, fail like everybody else, get caught, and people can do that. That's not what happened here.
Nope.
They did not like the message. They didn't want to upset the apple cart. There have been nothing but great people in this country who have upset the apple cart.
Apples everywhere.
When the Brooklyn Dodgers brought in Jackie Robinson, other team owners said, we won't play the Dodgers. Branch Rickey, screw you. We don't want a black guy in the major leagues. Fans said they wouldn't come. You know what they did? They changed America because Branch Rickey, and I'm not saying it was all about Branch Rickey and being self-righteous and understanding the plight of the black man. Branch Rickey had a team in Brooklyn. He saw all these black people walking around, and they weren't going to his game. He said, how can I get these black people to buy baseball tickets? You know how? I'm going to bring one of the best athletes we've ever seen, and he's going to wear my uniform. Muhammad Ali, another guy who stood up for what he believed in. He didn't care about that box. You want the medal? He threw it into the river. Screw it. That's the same man now who was revered and who lit the torch for the Olympics in this country. That's the guy they vilified, who they hated. And now here we are.
Here we are.
Getting in bed with the same people who did this to Colin Kaepernick. This is the problem that I have. Just taking people's money isn't always the answer. Sometimes I'd rather have my dignity and not two dimes to rub together.
Now that's Rob Park.
Yeah, you keeping it right. You kicking it to him right.
The other thing, though, I heard Killer Mike. He had a clip, and I think he was on some late night. It was a Bill Maher, one of them shows, and I agree with his angle too. He was just talking about how Jay-Z is a capitalist and how he gonna get in there. We don't really know what his intent is. We don't know what he gonna do, but he got to sit at the table. First thing you got to do is get in to learn the inner workings of things in order to affect change. So I was like, I can understand. He was like, I can understand both angles of the argument. Now, my thing again is, this is really, I don't really appreciate the white folks' point of view on this. Why does it bug me? It bugs me that they have, I don't want to hear from you when we arguing really amongst ourselves about whether or not niggas should be partnering up with the same people who's doing all type of ill shit to us, and we don't have no repercussions about it. That's our shit, man. Listen to this motherfucker.
I get it. We can never stand for that.
I get it. I 100% get it.
I can't.
Yeah,
that's worth fighting for.
Okay, worth fighting for, but at some point,
it's bigger than a football game.
But at some point,
we
come all the way back around to Jay-Z partners with the NFL, and I'm hearing people throw out stuff like he's a sellout. He's a sellout because he doesn't agree with your approach to how he's going to handle and make things good with the NFL and try and.
Whenever there's money involved, this is going on in our history for a long time. This is what's done all the time. How do we shake it up or stop people from
That's a good point,
feeling,
man.
Well, write them a check. It happens a lot. That's where the term comes out. That's why the term is used. because it has happened in our community.
Yeah.
Go to the loudest
said,
black
yeah.
guy in the protest
Yeah, we
and
do.
pay him. Tell him to go home and he's good.
Preach.
And then everybody else, there's no fight anymore. And I'm not saying that that's totally where Jay-Z, but that's why people are always leery of it, because it's always, well, how about some action? NFL is the same way they went and fought for the Martin Luther King holiday and made it happen. Help me with that. Why did they do that?
Because they knew that there was
Because they had a league that was 75%
Yes.
black, and it didn't make sense going to some place that wouldn't even recognize Martin Luther King of all people.
Right.
look, I
He said, "Look, he has
yeah.
nothing. I don't. That should bother me.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing to say, bruh.
But he gonna still try to say something as a rebuttal for it.
That's
though.
what they always got
Try to
something to
shade it
say.
over.
God
Well, it's
damn
not
it.
that bad. What we're doing is not that bad. I mean, you're taking way too deep. Like all we did was what?
It's like you only have one perspective to look at this from. You can't see it from like this guy right here can't see this from Rod Parker's perspective.
No.
You can't see it from black people's
They don't
perspective.
be trying though either. They don't try to look at it from our perspective.
Could they? If
They just keep defending themselves and their actions at all times. Never apologetic, never trying to fix or correct their ancestral history. They just deny it or overlook it like, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't happen anymore. Like, what you mean it don't happen no more? Why is it not? Why is it still an issue? Because it's still happening. White folks don't
I
ever
think
try to correct shit.
that's the most offensive shit right there is when they try to involve themselves in that social justice conversation and actually act as if they have valid points. You shut the fuck up, white man.
Right. 'Cause you definitely have not been shown no injustice from no side of nowhere. Crazy. I think they the devil anyway.
Oh God.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go too far into this.
No, we ain't gonna go too far.
Not
You
into
know
the
what?
saltines.
Let's hear what the white man was about to say. Let's hear.
Give him a shot.
I think it's a layered conversation that's got a lot of twists and turns, but I just don't agree with the approach of Jay-Z's a sellout because he partnered with the NFL. To me, I think you're starting to label people as something that I don't think that there's a clear-cut definition as to what's happening. And on top of all that, nobody's heard from Colin Kaepernick. Like, he hasn't spoken at all at any point. It's just all vagueness because it keeps the story going longer.
Weak point. Nobody gives a shit about Colin Kaepernick. This ain't about Colin Kaepernick, man. Colin Kaepernick is done. He got his money.
Right.
He's been settled already, man.
I mean, he's still doing like a little being an activist or whatever. But look how small of a platform it's on. You barely even know if you're not on his social media page. Other than that, he's nowhere. You nowhere to be seen or found because they're not airing.
He
nowhere.
getting money behind the scenes. He had to deal with Nike. Remember the Nike campaign? Now he got his settlement. He's done. I'm pretty sure part of that settlement is niggas shut the fuck up.
Right. I bet you cut his afro off by next year.
I ain't seen no picture. I don't follow him on social media now, so I don't really know, man.
I
I'm
bet
pretty
you.
sure that he got to keep them cornrows now.
Right. You better.
He got
You better.
permanent cornrows in his
Let you have a
head.
taper next week. You shit starter, you.
Better not come in with no goddamn
You little shit starter.
crew cut, nigga.
Right.
I don't know,
It took a
man.
light skinned guy to stand up. Ain't that something?
Is he mixed?
He mixed like shit. The light skinned guy standing up for social injustice of black people.
You know, I didn't really think about that issue. I mean, it's not an issue. I didn't, wrong word. I didn't think about that aspect of it. But truthfully, it don't matter to me, man.
No.
It don't. If
It
it was
could've
a
been
white
one
dude
person.
that kneeled and was like, I'd have been looking at all the rest of the niggas like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? What they let this nigga speak for you and us?
Real shit. But you see that in what Olympics? Oh, it was just one Olympian, a white Olympian overseas, kneeled during the national anthem. He won some medal. I forget. I can't remember. It was all over the internet. But it was a white guy took a kneel on the podium and just for the national anthem, which was pretty dope. But they ain't pumped that
I
out.
don't remember that.
That happened just recently.
Really?
Yeah, that was just recent. And they ain't even pumped that much. It was on. I seen it on the World Star. Had the picture of him doing it,
Oh wow,
and they just left that alone quick.
wow. Yeah, they not about to promote no white people
Nah,
down for
they shut that
black
down.
folks.
See, if you're not on TV, we can't see you if you're not on TV. If you got no platform for us to see you, I mean, that's how they kill it. The noise. That's how they get the fire.
Get the silence and shit.
Right. Yeah. Silence us that way.
All right.
All the media outlets.
I'm exhausted talking about Jay-Z, man. This social injustice gives me a headache.
Bag boy, but I'm saying though, I hope you really go do something and don't make it look like we're not that little coon.
It's all about money.
that they waving in front of us.
It's all about money. I wish he would have just came out and said, you know what, man, these niggas, it was opportunity for them. They needed somebody like me on their side. It was opportunity for me because I'm trying to get involved in ownership. It made sense business-wise. I respect that.
We need to get the black dollar back in the NFL.
Man.
And that's the ticket to get Jay-Z on the most popular blacks around to try to influence us to put money back into the NFL.
Yeah, niggas was boycotting last year.
So now Jay-Z
You
back
think the
on it.
NFL didn't know about the black boycott of the
Right.
NFL?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
If Jay-Z doing it, then I guess they'll all start doing it again.
See, that shit about to get me mad again.
Yeah, let's go get all.
All right, man. Let's get up off of that. Then what was I about to say? We about to end it. Oh,
I got a puppy.
yeah. Yeah, you done purchased Major's mate.
Yes, and I think
For
right
future
now we
times.
sticking with the name. Right now, I'm liking Stony for her right now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Stony Blue is gonna be her name.
I like
for the
Stony.
gal. Yeah.
I like Stony.
And Stony gonna be it for the gal, and she's a beaut, man. If y'all can see her, you can see on my Instagram, Drop Top B.
Yeah.
She's a beaut, man.
We're going to have a nice little litter.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If I don't kill her first, because she's a badass. She's
You
a
know, man, that's
badass.
that teething age,
Yeah,
man.
oh
You
my
know.
God, biting my ankle. I'm asleep. She be
She fucking that
those
towel up
sharp-ass
right now.
teeth. Heck yeah, that's one of my good ones.
Is that velvet?
Wait, what is that, velvet? I got it from University Hospitals.
Hey, so coming next week, we gonna start our own list. I know it was going viral. Everybody talking about they top 50. Fuck music. I don't give a shit about music. We about to create the top 10 Clevelanders, man.
That's
Top
dope.
10
That'd be
products
dope.
out of Cleveland,
That'd be
man.
dope. That'd be
Versus
dope.
any other city around the country, man. We gonna it's like NCAA
Yeah,
tournament
that's
style.
dope. Let's do that. That's a good challenge.
If y'all out there, man, y'all think y'all city hotter than ours, put your top 10 up against ours, man.
Right,
we going to get
right.
this
Ooh,
shit
we got-
going.
we
Our
got some
top
heat, too.
10 Clevelanders products coming soon. Wayne going to work on his
I'm
list.
talking about out of Cleveland entertainers. I'm talking about anybody.
Everything.
that get a-
Athletes.
Right. Yeah. I'm talking
politicians,
yeah, all that.
movers and shakers, all that.
Yeah.
So get
everything.
y'all list together, man. Challenge!
Right. Let me get your hot 10.
What else? Did I miss anything today? Real quick, they got anti-sex toilets. Anti-sex toilets.
And how would that work?
I don't think that's in this country, man. I should have wrote that down, man. So the way it works is, I'm glad you asked, B. So they have weight-sensitive floors. So somehow the floor is going to sense when a tussle happens in the bathroom, or when it's too many people in the bathroom, or when a loud, or when a thud hits the floor, when a loud bump, and then the toilet is gonna activate and it's gonna shoot water on your ass.
Shut the. What? What?
Yeah, man. The bathroom stall door is gonna swing open and the toilet is gonna tilt up.
What if I
and
ain't
it's
even
gonna
in front of the toilet?
it's gonna dush you.
What if we ain't fighting in front of the toilet?
Why your eyes watering?
We got the fire thing. It's like my fourth jar. Straight up, this yellow one. got
Why
me,
you
goddamn.
crying?
That yellow jawbreaker got me.
But yeah, anti-sex toilet. So I guess it'd be
Why
a
they
lot
call it
of
anti-sex
it'd be a
toilet?
lot of sexual assaults taking place in restrooms.
And we're gonna protect you by spraying water at the cap.
It's their fault though.
You just
they,
made it wet.
they the ones that got fucking unisex bathrooms,
Right.
nigga.
You just made it wet for him.
So yeah, you just get sprayed with water. Did they say you get a little moist? They didn't add it to the lubricant. You nasty.
Go gadget toilet. Help me toilet.
Ah,
I'm getting ass raped.
Oh,
Spray them with
man.
water, toilet.
go get
Right, toilet. What you gonna do with my toilet gangster?
But what if nobody flush
Ooh,
before?
ooh. Or maybe they saving. Maybe they saving the boo boo.
Oh, they flush. They flush automatic when you step away.
Yeah, and maybe they save the boo boo water, and that's how they spray it back at you. Because like you get sprayed with boo boo. I mean, you ain't gonna keep wanting to fuck somebody,
That's a lawsuit.
not unless you one of them people that like boo boo.
You can't spray feces on people, even if they committing robberies.
I
and
mean, R.
assaults.
Kelly did. People like golden showers. People eat boo boo. They like the little fetish shit, the boo boo fetish. That should be crazy. Like shitting on people's chests and shit.
2 women, 1 cup.
Right.
You remember that?
I remember that. Oh, you was a grade A pervert if you remember that. You a pervert from the 90s. You was that was the most trifling shit ever. Oh, I know exactly.
You know you
that.
about to go home and Google it.
Nah, I don't need to. I still remember that shit vividly. Little Chinese, little chicks.
They couldn't be. That can't be still online. They had to have taken that down.
That's just
If you're able to find that, man, that's terrible.
Man,
The internet should be ashamed of themselves.
that was the worst ever.
That was the worst. And niggas used to dare you to watch the whole thing.
Why am I sitting here watching 2 Asians eat ass?
Like, she's swishing it in her mouth.
Ah. They had to be like straight numbed in the mouth and like they can't be alive right now. They can't be.
They got cryptosporidium.
Bye-bye.
Nigga, intravenously, nigga. I said that wrong.
They can't be alive. That's just too much. That's just too much disease.
All right, man. That's a lot of debauchery. Mm-hmm. All right, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the J-Man Show. We'll be back next week. We're going to get that list popping.
Yes.
We out. Till next time. Deuces.